Hello everybody, this is Dr. Arbeitman and this is Laurie. Laurie has been a patient of ours a couple times, and she's going to tell her story about how she's recovered from just terrible migraine headaches. And I know a lot of people out there, Laurie, are looking at our practice, they're reading our materials, and they're wondering whether or not this is the right place for them. And I think you sharing your story can be so impactful for so many people who suffered the way you used to. So let's tell your story. We originally met back in...
It was maybe 2006 or 2007.
Okay, a long time ago.
Right.
And what originally brought you to the office?
I originally came to the office. It was shortly after the birth of my twins. I started having migraines again. I had had them maybe for the first time in my early 20s. And they were starting to interfere with my life. So I came to see you, the recommendation of my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And when I left, maybe about a year later, I was migraine free. My mistake was that I didn't continue with maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a good period of maybe 10 or so years where my migraines were manageable.
Mm-hmm.
They did come back.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the beginning of my menopause in 2018, they came back with a fury. And I tried everything, all different types of medications, very, very bad side effects.
Mm-hmm.
And when I came back to see you in October of 18, I was literally desperate. And I recalled the success that we had prior,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, and I don't know if you remember, I was like, you gotta help me because I can't do this anymore.
This was your
When I came to you the second time, I was done.
Yes.
I was done.
So talk about some of the treatments that you were trying up to that point in 2018 when you came back that weren't working for you, because I remember that was a big part of our conversation.
Yes, I had been managing them in the past, in the period that we weren't seeing each other. I did Excedrin migraine, I would do Aleve, I would do ibuprofen. When they were really getting intense, I was combining the therapies,
Mm-hmm.
and I wound up having an ulcer.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't able to do any of that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I went to see a neurologist. He had put me on Topamax, and it was horrendous. I lost weight, I lost my hair, I had terrible mood swings, I was constantly thirsty, couldn't sleep, it was terrible. Initially, my migraines were gone, but when they would break through, they were worse than ever before. Wow. And I had to keep on going up on my dosage, and my quality of life was terrible.
And what was the frequency of the migraines at that point in 2018 when you came back?
When I came back to see you, it was after my medication trial with the neurologist had failed, and I was probably getting 1 or 2 a week, and they would last for about 2 days minimum. So it was almost like I was either having an active headache, recovering from a headache, and then going right back to having an active headache again.
And so everybody knows you're a nurse and
Yes.
you're a mother of 4, and so how is this affecting home life and work life for you during that period?
Well, in the past, when I was younger, I could work through my migraine, and I would be at work, and it wouldn't be a great day, but I'd be able to manage it. My migraines became so debilitating that I was in bed during my active migraine. I started having nausea and vomiting, which I had never had before, and I could not do anything. I couldn't drive, I couldn't work. They were 100% debilitating. As bad as they could get, as bad as I ever had them before.
And there's a lot of people watching that know exactly what that feels like. So then we start working together again, and how do you feel now?
I don't want to jinx myself, but
migraine sufferers never want to talk about their success.
It has been almost 4 months, and I haven't been migraine free for that long. Since my 20s, probably.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I sat down with a migraine sufferer, and her goal was to go 1 month, or actually 1 week without a migraine. So to have 4 months, it's such a impact on your quality of life.
It really is unbelievable.
Yeah. And so what would you say to somebody who's been looking at our practice or upper cervical care, even if they're in another part of the country, and they're just not sure if it's right for them? What would you say sitting here to them?
I would say, in my opinion, I did it twice. Both times it was very effective. The first time, I think because my migraines weren't as severe, it was very short, like after about a month of treatment, I was migraine free. This time, I think because they were so bad and so debilitating, and I'm older, and I had my hormones all kind of crazy with menopause, it did take longer, but it's just unbelievable. Like every day I wake up, I'm really not afraid of having a migraine, and that was how I used to start every single day. So it's just unbelievable. And everyone I talk to, you know, who know me, they're like, wow, you know, you've been okay, like what's going on? And I do share with them the success of upper cervical, and I'm so glad that I came back. I'm glad that my mom recommended me to begin with, because she knew what she was talking about. And you know, I cannot say enough about this practice and about the science of upper cervical, because it really changed my life.
Well, that means a lot coming from a nurse, a mom, and I'm super grateful that you trust us with your health and that you're willing to share this with the community. So thank you, Laurie.
No problem.
Good job, Laura. That was awesome.